"Hello," I said, holding up the clear travel crate. "Here are your small hopping animals." I really wanted to say frogs, but they weren't from Earth, and neither were the people I was handing them off to. "Excellent," said the one-armed alien. She stood more solidly on that single leg than I ever would, regarding me with one large eye. It was weird to see her mouth instead of a breathing mask. The air on her ship was unbearably damp by my standards, and I couldn't wait to get back on the shuttle. The other Solo spoke up from behind her, a greenish blue to her purple blue. "Do you have the crawling animals too?" "Yes, sorry," I said. "Mer is bringing those." I called back into the open hatch of the shuttle. "Need a hand, Mer?" "Just double-checking the seal," my co-worker called back. "And why would I need a hand when I have tentacles? Absurd human phrasing." I turned back to the clients, setting the crates on a table. "He'll be right out." Before I could get the payment tablet or strike up some small talk, an authority figure walked into the docking bay. Well, hopped. But she made it look regal. And the other two immediately folded in half to bow. I did the same briefly, hoping it was the right amount of deference. "Are the creatures lively?" she demanded. "Oh yes," I said, waving a hand at the crate while keeping my other arm at my side. It wouldn't do to emphasize my abundance of limbs. The boss turned her one eye on the purple underling. "Open the lid and check." I blurted out, "It's clear. You can see them." That just earned me a glare. "False size can be faked." "Yeah, okay. Guess we're doing this." I shrugged, hoping it looked polite, and stepped back for the purple one to unfasten all the safety catches. Maybe the frogs will behave themselves. Of course they didn't. The first one leapt right in my face, and I caught it in midair. Others were springing everywhere with excited little peeps. The purple one shut the lid hastily, but it was much too late. Good," the boss said. She turned on her heel and bounded towards the door. "Make sure you clean up thoroughly." I'd like to say I was flabbergasted at that, but I've been working with people of one sort or another for long enough to know better. The customer is often an idiot, and you're obliged to pretend they're not. "I got one," said the green guy. "Open the lid again." "The others will get out," objected the purple one, trying to slap her hand over another tiny frog thing. "Who designed this crate?" the green one lamented. "Here, I can do it," I said. "I've had practice." The frog I caught was small enough to hold in one hand without worrying that I'd squish it, so my other one was free to slide the lid back an inch, covering the rest of the opening with my forearm. I dumped the frog in and closed it, then held my hands out for the next one. The Solos were grateful. We did our best to catch the many little beasties that were spreading across the docking bay. I caught twice as many as they did, and put them all back one at a time. The green guy shook his head. "That 200 advantage," he grumbled. "We appreciate your help," said the purple one, giving him a sharp look. "No problem," I said. "I'm happy to put my arms to use." It was only showing off a little to catch 2 different frogs at once. I think we've got most of them, just missing the ones that have gone into hiding. "Hiding inside our shuttle?" asked Moore's voice. I looked up to see him posing in the entrance with a frog wrapped in almost every tentacle. He towed the snail crate behind him on the glider pad. The seals looked fine. I cocked a hip. "Nobody likes a show-off, Moore." His grin made him look like a cartoonishly proud squid. The Solos fell over themselves thanking him. I put my 2 frogs away, then took his one at a time, while the Solos peeked into corners and crevices in search of strays. Eventually, they were all back in the crate, none the worse for all the excitement. I didn't know if they were destined to be food, royal pets, or something else, but they were healthy and accounted for on my watch, dagnabbit. I even got out the medical scanner to count how many were in the crate, because there was no way they'd hold still long enough to do it the old-fashioned way. Yes, that's all of them, I declared. The Solos looked visibly relieved. Good job, team. You're welcome, Moore said, with false humility. Yeah, I said. You and your more arms than the rest of us combined. What took you so long to come out, anyway? Oh, that. Moore leaned in with a tentacle shielding his mouth from lip-reading on any cameras that might be in place. Whoever made the snail crate did a bad job. The lid popped open in transit. What? I asked. Well, the two Solos looked appropriately alarmed. Not to worry, I got them all. He looked exceptionally smug, waving his tentacles gently. I just shook my head and took out the payment tablet. Don't tell the boss, said the purple one as she took it. She had to set it on the table so she could use her single hand to tap in the information. Not a word, I promised. I will only brag to trusted ears, Moore said. With a glance at me, he added, I think now is a fine time for a round of that card-flipping game that you lost so badly at last time. I'm on a roll. I pointed a finger at him while I accepted the tablet back with the other hand. Oh, you are on. There's no way I'm going to let you be this smug twice in one day. He grinned some more. I was pretty sure he was definitely going to be that smug again, but I give it my best shot. On the behalf of people with only 2 arms everywhere.